Hello, I'm Kara Hart of the Disabled Artists Foundation, and for those of you who make a $5 donation online, first of all, thank you for finding us. As a way of thanking you for helping to support our cause and helping us help others, we energize Disabled through art. We want to provide you something that you can create as well. So one of our board members created this printable. It is, as you can notice, if you cut out one, it'll be the mirror image of the other, so you can actually back it and make an individual doll. She made this to where you could very easily just print the PDF. There are 4 sets of ladies or 8 ladies, depends on how you want to create it. And then you have what I'm personally going to be using as their fairy wings, but you also have these butterfly or dragonfly wings to put behind them. So thank you very much for donating $5 if you've already done so. If you haven't, the description box below is it includes a link on how you can get this printable as a thank you for donating the $5. So you don't get the stickers, you do just get the instant download. I've already cut out one of the ladies and the fairy wing, so you don't have to waste time watching that. And I've brought a few supplies to use as an example. We have an event coming up tomorrow, actually, here locally in Fort Myers, and this is the way they're going to do this project. This is also going to be a project for Happy Packers. What I've brought, I actually like to use a paintbrush to apply wet glue. I have a pair of scissors in case I need it. I have one random napkin I just grabbed from my napkin bag. I have a few different pieces of lace, and we're just going to create together. I like both stick glue and wet glue. I'll be using the stick glue to apply the napkin and the wet glue to apply the lace. I am actually thinking about using a stapler to apply the lace. We'll just decide then how I feel about that. I don't always have an exact plan. Now, something to know about when you're doing napkins is there's an inner layer on the napkins for those of you who are brand new. And I'm just going to rip out this, get to my inner layer. If you have trouble with your inner layer, grab a piece of tape. It helps you. Sometimes there's 2 layers behind a napkin. That happens. Most of the time there's just one. You can save that. I'm just not saving that today. And yes, I don't always measure. Sometimes I do. But what we're going to do is create a mixed media canvas. And I'll lay it out for you real quick for those of you who just don't feel like watching the whole thing. All right, so essentially I'm going to glue this down, and I'm going to take this lady layer here, and then I'm going to drizzle. And I'm okay with this white part down at the bottom. I actually prefer it that way. And then I'm going to drizzle the lace as if the lace itself is her skirt, which is why I said I'm thinking about stapling it to her. Okay, so how much lace do I need? I don't know yet. I think I'll just grab one piece of each. And I'm going to cut them at an angle just because I feel like it. So apologies for not having this cut in advance. But you can craft in real time with me. Maybe you're still gathering your supplies. Maybe you just feel like watching because you know there are actually benefits to watching someone else in the creative arts. When using scissors, always cut away from yourself. Not long ago, I bought these lace from an individual named Lizzie. This is from my own stash. What will be provided at the event? Oh, look how well this one coordinates. Will be lace that's been donated to Defy and also some from my own stash. And I'm truly just grabbing one piece of each. I'm not going to worry about it. You guys can take your time. You can go fast. It's all up to you how you want to do this. And I want to glue this down first. So I'm going to go ahead and use a glue stick. This is just a normal school glue by Elmer's. I go on to, this is an 8 by 10 canvas. Something to remind yourself of when you're using glue is that you don't want to just barely put some glue on. You want to get real with your glue and make sure that you lay it down. Okay. I realize now that I probably want a little more off the bottom. And I also am thinking I may want to put it this way. Have her coming up like this. At the event, we're not going to be using any kind of paint, so I'm not going to paint her in any way. But if I was going to paint her, I'd probably give that a nice bright blue sky. So I could leave her down here and then paint her later for a nice blue sky. That's probably what I'm going to do. With that said, I'm just going to take each one of these, fold it in half, maybe put the biggest one in the back, and just try to create myself a cluster of ribbons for the waistline. This might be too much lace. You can use regular ribbons. You can print ribbons if you want to. And then I'm going to bring it all the way up to her waist like this. And staple it in. Bring her arm back in front. Decide where I want the wings. And maybe add a hidden little staple back here on either side. I'm sure you guys are wondering, why in the world are you stapling when you could be gluing? Because right now, that's what I feel like doing. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can hide one up here. Because notice how I'm using this black to hide my staples. But you may have something else you want to use to hide it. And I think that black probably shouldn't have been on the front. So let me see if I can do something that makes me feel better about it right there. Let's go like this. This one may be too wide as well. See how this is starting to feel. I am liking that better now. So, like this said, you don't know where my tiny attacher is, so I'm just going to use regular staples today. And you guys can use wet glue to glue this down. It's actually pretty durable. But today, this is what I feel like doing. Oh, I like the dimension that gave. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is just take her right here and use the wet glue to glue her down. You can also use don't use too much to where she's wrinkly, because I'm not going to be able to do a great job of laying her down. And you don't have to do it in this order anyway. I'm going to grab a little bit of glue for my back piece of lace. And for those of you who like to spread it out with a paintbrush, I'm one of those people. You don't have to do that. And for those of you who want to do the whole thing in glue, do that too. You can put the glue over the top as well. It is at some point your own artist preference. When I do glue things like this, I usually have a bottle of water nearby. I don't today, where I toss it in that bottle of water. We're going to lay her down where I wanted her before. And look at how quick and easy we have her. I'm going to take this right here and actually put some glue on her arm to hold her down, and use my hand to attach it to the front of the lace and hold it there for a bit. And there you have it. A very simple, easy, what we're calling ribbon dolls. You can paint it after this. You can add other mixed media. You can put a couple of buttons on there. This is just how we chose to use this printable. And hopefully the printable inspires you to make something as well. At the minimum, just cut them out and play, or just enjoy knowing that you've helped us help others. Love and hugs, everyone. Thank you. Take care.